On a quiet evening, a strong and muscular white cat sat on the couch, watching TV with his wife and kittens. It was a peaceful, happy family moment. Suddenly, a loud knock on the door broke the calm. The man stood up. As he opened the door to see who it was, he had no idea of the danger waiting on the other side. 5 masked men with guns barged into the house. They pointed their weapons at the family. One of the robbers snatched the child, holding him hostage to force the man to obey their orders. The little boy fought back, kicking and squirming against the man holding him. This angered the robber, who struck the child harshly, making him cry loudly. The sound of his son's cries filled the house. Driven by rage and a need to protect his family, the father lunged at the robbers. Using his strength and quick reflexes, he managed to knock down 2 of them. But then, one of the robbers fired a gun. The bullet hit the father and he fell to the ground. He took his last breath and gone. With the father gone, the robbers turned their attention to the wife. They treated her cruelly before ending her life as well. The little boy sobbed uncontrollably beside his parents' lifeless bodies, while the robbers looted the house, stealing money and jewelry before escaping into the night. The neighbors, alarmed by the noise, rushed over and found the terrible scene. They called the police, who arrived to investigate. With no one left to care for him, the kitten was taken to an orphanage, where a lonely and painful new chapter of his life began. Years passed, and the boy grew up in the orphanage. But the pain of that night never left him. As he got older, he became focused on one thing: finding the men who had destroyed his family. He started training his body, getting stronger and faster. Deep down, he held on to one goal: to find the men who hurt his family and make sure they paid for what they did. This thought drove him every day and gave him a reason to keep going. To track down the criminals, the young man entered the world of crime. He joined a powerful gang, learning their ways and climbing the ranks. He used his position to gather information about the men responsible for his family's tragedy. After years of searching, he finally found them. The 5 men, now old and weak, were living ordinary lives. But seeing their faces brought back the pain and anger he had carried all those years. One by one, he confronted the men. He made sure their punishment mirrored the pain they had caused his family. When it was all over, he stood over their bodies, feeling a sense of justice at last. His parents' loss had shaped him, and now, their memory could rest in peace.